Every company has a different chart of accounts. So how do you manage to make the calculation in Visma.net Insights the same way for all companies? And how do we make sure that all accounts are included at all time so correct results are always shown? For that, we have the BI codes. BI codes are standardized account groups used for KPI calculations. These codes are put in between the ERP system and the calculation in Visma.net Insights. BI codes accumulate several financial accounts and is presented with a number of 3 digits and a short description. If you use the standard chart of accounts in Visma.net ERP, all accounts will be mapped automatically. For all accounts that are not standard, you will need to do the mapping manually. Otherwise, these accounts will not be used in calculations and the amount they contain will be ignored. Let us show you how the mapping works. The first time you log into Visma.net Insights, you'll get a welcome message telling you if you need to do the manual mapping. In this example, the company uses a standard chart of accounts, but in addition to that, some general ledger accounts have been added. These are not yet mapped. Then the first thing you need to do is to map these accounts manually. Click Map Accounts and you will be redirected to the mapping tool and you will see how many accounts are unmapped. The system automatically suggests how the accounts should be mapped. On the left, you see the accounts and their status. Next, you see the BI code, sub-elements and elements. You should check the suggested mapping and make adjustments where needed. If you are not sure how to map an account, you can leave it unmapped and come back to it later by clicking the button Map Later. A message will then appear saying this account is not mapped to a BI code. If you're satisfied with the mapping, you can save line by line or simply click Save All. Now you can see that all accounts are mapped in the system. In the Mapped Accounts tab, you have a complete view of the mapping of all the accounts in the system. When clicking Mapped Accounts, 2 new buttons appear. In this tab, you can see all the accounts you have in the ERP system. And in Used Accounts, you see only the accounts for which you have data. The mapping of any account can be changed at any time. Maybe you also need to classify an account differently than its economic nature. Let's say you want the asset account 1910 Bank 1 to be a liability account. Let us show you how you change this. First, search for the accounts in the list. Click on Edit and map it to the BI code 290 Other Current Liabilities. The mapped account has some icons on the status column. This icon represents a user profile and tells us that this account has been manually mapped. The second type of icons show that the account has been mapped differently than its nature. You can also see the user who has made the change and the date and the time. With this button, you have the possibility to undo all changes to the mapping and reset BI code mapping to the default provided by the service. We hope this video has given you a better understanding of why Visma.net Insights uses BI codes and how the mapping of BI codes is done. Thank you for watching.